What led to their sudden rise and fall? In the 1,960 seconds, over 90% of Billboard Hot 100 chart toppers were one-hit wonders. The majority of one-hit wonders were formed in the 1,980 seconds, with 144 acts achieving fleeting fame. A staggering 75% of one-hit wonders were solo artists, with only 25% being groups or bands. The average lifespan of a one-hit wonder is just 18 months, with most acts disappearing from the charts quickly. One-hit wonders often struggled to replicate their success due to intense pressure from record labels and managers. Despite their short-lived fame, one-hit wonders have contributed significantly to the evolution of popular music genres. Revisit the tragic story of Air France Flight 447, which crashed into the Atlantic Ocean in 2009, and learn about the investigation that revealed the shocking cause of the disaster. Air France Flight 447 was a scheduled flight from Rio to Paris that crashed on the 1st of June 2009. All 228 people on board were killed in the disaster, making it the deadliest air crash in French history. The aircraft's black boxes were not recovered until nearly 2 years after the crash, in May 2011. Investigation revealed that pilot error, not technical failure, was the primary cause of the crash. The pilots failed to respond correctly to a malfunctioning airspeed sensor, leading to a stall. The crash of Flight 447 led to major changes in pilot training and safety procedures worldwide. Find out how stars like Anna Wintour, who was fired from her first job at Harper's Bazaar, and Walt Disney, who was fired from a newspaper job, bounced back to success. Anna Wintour was fired from her first job at Harper's Bazaar for being too creative. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper job for lacking creativity, ironically. J.K. Rowling was fired from her job as a researcher and bilingual secretary for daydreaming too much. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first TV job as an anchor for being too emotional on air. Madonna was fired from her job at Dunkin' Donuts for squirting jelly filling at a customer. Steve Jobs was fired from Apple, the company he co-founded in 1985, but later returned. Learn how the pursuit of pepper led to the discovery of the New World, as Christopher Columbus set sail in 2092, and how this spice transformed global trade and cuisine forever. In ancient times, pepper was worth its weight in gold, sparking a lucrative global trade. The pursuit of pepper drove European explorers to venture beyond the Mediterranean Sea. Christopher Columbus's 2092 voyage was funded by the Spanish monarchs to find a new pepper route. The discovery of the New World led to the establishment of a direct pepper trade route with Asia. Pepper's popularity transformed global cuisine, with it becoming a staple in many traditional dishes. Today, pepper remains the most widely traded spice in the world, with over 400,000 tons consumed annually. Remember Michael Jordan's legendary flu game in the 1997 NBA Finals, where he scored 38 points despite being severely ill with flu-like symptoms? Michael Jordan's flu game occurred in Game 5 of the 1997 NBA Finals against the Utah Jazz. Jordan woke up that morning with a 103 degrees Fahrenheit fever, nausea, and severe fatigue. Despite his illness, Jordan scored 38 points, including the game winner with 25 seconds left. The Chicago Bulls won the game 90-88 inches triple overtime, taking a 3-2 series lead. Jordan's trainer, Tim Grover, had to help him get dressed and onto the court that night. The flu game is widely regarded as one of the most iconic performances in sports history. From Jibo to Kuri, explore the top 5 social robots designed to be your companion and assistant, featuring robots that can recognize and respond to emotions. Social robots are designed to provide companionship and assistance, reducing feelings of loneliness and isolation. Jibo, launched in 2017, was one of the first social robots to recognize and respond to human emotions. Kuri, a robot companion, can capture and share memories with its owners, creating a sense of nostalgia. Mayfield Robotics' Kuri was designed to be a social robot that could understand and respond to voice commands. Robot friends like Jibo and Kuri use AI-powered emotional intelligence to detect and respond to human emotions. Struggling with hair loss? Biotin, also known as vitamin B7, plays a crucial role in hair growth and maintenance. A biotin deficiency can lead to hair loss, brittle nails, and skin problems. Eating biotin-rich foods like eggs, nuts, and leafy greens can help promote hair growth. Biotin supplements can increase hair growth by up to 12% in just a few months. The recommended daily intake of biotin is 2,500 to 3,000 milligrams for optimal hair growth. Biotin also helps to strengthen hair follicles, reducing the risk of hair breakage and split ends. On the 8th of March 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 vanished with 239 people on board, leaving behind only theories and unanswered questions. Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 departed from Kuala Lumpur at 12:41 a.m. local time on the 8th of March 2014. The Boeing 777 aircraft, carrying 239 people, was expected to land in Beijing, China, just over 6 hours later. Air traffic control lost contact with the plane just 38 minutes into the flight at 1:19 a.m. without a distress call. Radar data suggests the plane turned back towards Malaysia, flying over the Malay Peninsula before disappearing. Despite extensive searches, no wreckage or bodies were ever found, leaving behind only theories and speculation. The disappearance of Flight MH370 remains one of the greatest aviation mysteries of all time. Uncover the intriguing story of Marcel Petiot, a French serial killer who lived in isolation in the Andes Mountains for over 20 years, and learn about his shocking crimes and eventual capture. Marcel Petiot was a French doctor who led a double life as a serial killer in the 1940s. He murdered over 26 people, mostly Jews and wealthy individuals, during World War II. After the war, Petiot fled to the Andes Mountains, where he lived in isolation for over 20 years. During his time in hiding, Petiot assumed multiple identities and lived off the land, growing his own food. In 1961, Petiot was finally caught by authorities after a forest fire revealed his hidden cabin. Petiot was eventually guillotined in 1946 for his crimes, but his mysterious years in the Andes remain up. Witness the most powerful explosion in the universe, releasing 100 billion times more energy than the sun, and learn how it affects the cosmos. A supernova is an incredibly rare event, occurring only once every 100 years in a typical galaxy. When a star runs out of fuel, it collapses under its own gravity, triggering a massive explosion. Supernovae are so powerful that they can briefly outshine an entire galaxy, releasing 100 billion times more energy than the sun. The explosion expels heavy elements, like iron and nickel, into space, which are essential for forming new stars and planets. Supernovae also play a crucial role in distributing these elements throughout the galaxy, enriching the interstellar medium.